one pipe, the hot water clause.
That's because it falls under the grandfather clause, right, where everything doesn't have to be regulated.
You know, 5 places down, you can middle full of water. Like right now.
But so, anyways, as far as by no means, no.
We came up here, we said it's the grocery store in the mail. This one's where they walk.
So we kind of went Campbell River, Port Harley. Well, we're going to be paying about $1,200 still in Campbell River at that time, although rent since the turn of the economic stuff has gone substantially a lot lower. So, you know, as far as that goes, it's not
much more in terms of employment and infrastructure.
Yes. Although even Campbell River, I find still a bit isolated myself, as opposed to even down in Courtney and Comox or, you know, Vancouver in itself, right? As far as I'm from the interior, I'm from Kamloops.
Every province in Canada. I grew up there in Logan. I worked in Kamloops. Like I said, I've been in every province in Canada. So.
Yeah, I was a manager in Kamloops for a couple years when I was there.
Nice place, but it's doing really bad. Like my brother lives there, well, my girl. He said it's like doubled in size in 2 years.
After them huge fires that came through there, it just went crazy. So, issues. So, as far as the overall stuff goes, I will be honest. Lauren's depressive disorders and his, massive depressive disorders, and I do sincerely feel he's suffering a post-traumatic stress disorder due to the fact that he's displaying a lot of that nighttime fright and inability to want to go to sleep because he's, of what happens when he is asleep, has, of course, downput, onto me and the kids. So where, small issues become big issues because he has nobody else to vent to, right? And it's been the 5 of us for the last 3 years, 100%, whereas before that, Lauren went off to work, kids went off to school, I stayed with the boy, and everybody had their space, which really does help to promote a healthy family, that everybody does have their space. Whereas we're not getting that anymore. The kids, Lauren is stuck at home all day, and all day long. Yes, the kids are at school today. And since he doesn't have the ability to hobby himself and keep himself busy with his hands, we don't have cable. Makes the days very long, and they tend to blend day after day. So the kids, of course, like I said, definitely feel a lot of that issue, right? Not that they've ever lost respect for their dad, but they are building that because it's just a constant, issue with little things because he just doesn't have a way to get away from anything and talk other than with me. Which is,
I don't even know why I get mad.
He definitely with the anxiety, like Dr. Thurston has said, it does borderline on panic, and it has gotten nothing but worse since then. Like he says, he hears a large noise, and although he might not verbally express his anger, you get that frustration that you don't understand. Why am I getting angry about this? And so that's kind of where me and the kids are now. Seems to be his psychologist, if you will, and way to stay supportive. Excuse me. But I know Ms. Lauren should be able to find some employment in something that makes him feel like a contributing member to society, that won't be an issue for him. Whereas right now, as we're all aware from Dr. Thurston's report, Lauren thrives on family and on going to work every day and being good at both, especially with a strong assertion to discipline, a strong assertion to discipline that he displays at work. So you can see why having him home for such amount of time can of course do nothing but escalate his madness, if you will, his current situations, and of course put that burden onto me and the kids where that lies. Thank you very much. Thank you. So with that's pretty much where I think me and the kids will grow and bond and heal if Lauren is given the same chances to do so, right? He's kind of, we get our feelers from him. He's been our whole life for the last 3 years. Much more so than on just a father and a husband and a caregiver type of avenue, right? Which makes that bond a whole lot stronger. So I think if Lauren is able to get the help and the treatment that he needs, naturally that will lift a lot of the downward stress on me and the kids, right? Wiping his bum without latex gloves and to feed him, I can get over. Lauren can't. And those are issues that need to very much be addressed for him.
And that's not uncommon, and that's why home care is a big huge difference.
Oh, it killed me.
He went a very long time without going to the bathroom before he could not go anymore. Just as it does a lot to your relationship, morally, and as far as that's,
I lost all my dignity.
That's right.
Taken from me.
So that's how me and the kids stand on that. It's all about Lauren, and that's what it's all about. Ever been about is Lauren.
Well, that has that, because we have ability to at least do certain things and make some progress. So that will have a downward positive effect on you and kids. So that's good.
And that's like a growth proceeding that would be your wish.
To be honest with you, I haven't had time to think about that. I don't. My days are consisted of, I get up, if I've been able to, if Lauren's allowed me to go to sleep, when pacing, and not on purpose, but of course, the kids, I see the kids off to school. So work on 9/11, and I usually spend from 9 in the morning until 3:15 sitting on our couch, for our kids to come home. I check the mail, I walk the dog, I clean the house, but that's it. I don't have time to really think about much else. I don't really allow myself to think about much else other than day-to-day living.
So you said you were working before?
Yes, I had to go to work last year. And I worked while I lived in Sayward. I rode all last year. I rode 14K every day, 7 days a week. And my basement was really bad and I couldn't get through the one-lane bridge and I had to check my mail. I rode the long way around, which made it about a 45K ride. I was a barmaid and waitress at a local pub there. Last year was pretty hard. I did a lot last year. I got up at 5 a.m. every morning. Put my glass to warm, hopped on my bike. Often wasn't home until about 3:30. Work on then. About in the afternoon, work on then. I would always end up getting called into work to do the pub. So I'd drive back to work about 5 o'clock that night, and I'd usually get off work about 3 a.m., 4 if it was busy, and ride home. And that's what my year consisted of last year. I just turned 31 this year, feeling very tired.
Eventually, it really did not help.
But it was a hard year last year. Like I said, the kids had to step up to the plate where the message on for Lauren and for me and the kids was a huge issue. He would fall asleep. Not even knowing. He would fall asleep in front of my fireplace with the door open.